Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I wanted to talk about today is this little guy right here, and this is the brush egg, and this is like the little mini version of the kind of like spa glove makeup brush cleaner, and you can also use this for your beauty blender as well, or at least I did. So I kind of want to talk about it because this little guy is only about $8. He's pretty tiny. And I've been debating, honestly, like, I've been wanting to buy the spa glove or a glove like that, you know, that maybe Sigma has. However, I cannot find myself to spend $30, $40 on that thing. I know there was like a sale, maybe, quote me if I'm wrong, if you bought like a certain amount of like $30 or more or something, you got a free spa glove. I was like, damn, I wish I would have gotten some brushes at that time. But you know, now I can't find myself to spend $30, $40, which, you know, I've heard pretty good reviews, pretty good things about it. But if I got it for a gift, that would have been great. But nobody got it for me as a gift. So I was like, you know what, I want to try, you know, something with these kind of ridges that's really going to kind of scrub off my gloves. So I found this guy. I actually had seen, you know, when you kind of just look random crap up on Instagram, this guy kind of popped up, and I gotta say the color caught my eye as always. And it's Brush Egg. The company is Brush Egg. And this guy, I was like, you know what, let's just try it because it's only $8. So I was like, alright, you know, I want to try this out. And apparently I was hearing that, you know, this has been sold out, and it's usually sold out. So I was like, let's try it out, let's test it out, see if I like it, see if, you know what, it's $8. It's affordable. Is it worth it? Is it something that you need? I bought this off eBay. You can get it off brushegg.com, and they had, I think, 2 other colors. They had, or 3 maybe. They had a pink, they had a corally one, I think I want to say a purple, and then they had this guy. Online he looks a little bit more light blue, and I don't know how he's coming off in that color, but no, this is exactly what I wanted. This guy is it's like a minty one, so that's why I got him. So yeah, as you can see, it's got this little insert. You can put your finger, you can definitely use your finger like that and go in, you know, kind of with the brush. Or I find that maybe it gets a little bit slippery, especially if you're kind of rubbing, you kind of with water and everything. That works. After a while, my fingers are kind of tired. But I even like just kind of holding it like that, like a little rock, and then just kind of rubbing my brush around it. So I tested it out, and honestly I just used this and the regular baby shampoo that I use because that's already inexpensive, less than $5 I think for a big old tub. Target, or you can get Johnson's if you want to get real fancy. So I would just put some of the brush cleaner on this, or even the brush, and just start swirling it around. Question, now, is this a necessity? So while I was using it in the beginning, I first started using it with these type of brushes, these kind of goat hair brushes, and when I use my hand, normally I'll just use my hand to kind of, you know, grab this and kind of swirl it around, and these give me no problem. Same thing with these little brushes. So when you kind of like regular hair, like goat hair type brushes, especially these little ones, these eye brushes, they honestly does not take me that much time to clean. It's really no trouble. So as I was using it, I was like, okay, do I really need this? Like, was I just being a diva and did I buy this? You know, do I really need it? But it was not until I washed my synthetic hair brushes. I like synthetic hair brushes, especially for products to use around my face. So I have like this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and then the Sigma Tapered Kabuki brush, and then this is another Sigma Precision Flat P80 brush. When I used it for this Expert Face Brush, I feel like my face brushes that I use for my foundation are the hardest to get foundation off. And you probably know this if you use synthetic brushes, and when you try to clean them, I feel like I have to go back and back and back and add more soap and just keep swirling and add more soap, and nothing really gets us off unless it's something with ridges. Like my hand can only do so much, and I feel like I'm just wasting soap, just keep going back in and in and in. So when this washed this product off really well, when I can see that it was white again instead of my foundation face color, I was like, damn, that is nice. This cut the time in half from when I would use my hands, because I feel like that's why I dread washing makeup brushes so much, is because of the face brushes specifically. And then same thing for this Kabuki brush, the real nice fancy synthetic ones. They are a pain in the ass to clean, but look at that, it looks brand spanking new. And the product, when I realized, like, I am so glad that I bought this brush egg, is for this little brush specifically. This is a Sigma Precision Flat P80, and I like this when I want to spot conceal with my concealer, or especially if you want to use this for under the eye for concealer. And now this is the color it should be. Like brand new, kind of like the white hairs on the tips. But I have never been able to clean it off. You know, I feel like maybe the first time ever because I cleaned it right away, but sometimes you don't clean your brushes right away. So, you know, the product kind of just sits on there until you decide to wash it. And I would wash it and I would scrub with my hand. I would scrub. And I feel like after a while, I just kind of gave up and I kind of forgot that these were like little white hairs. And I was like, you know what, maybe they were a cream color. Maybe that's how it came. And that's just what I told myself. So even after I scrubbed, it had soap. You know, I got most of the product off. It probably wasn't very sanitary that I was thinking that. But the fact that when I swirl this in with the brush egg, and especially these tiny little ridges, when I scrubbed it off, I was like, oh, that's supposed to be white. I was like, holy crap, yep, worth the money. Even if it's just for this brush specifically. No, but I think for synthetic hair brushes, this is definitely worth the price. If you have synthetic hair brushes, I would say definitely get this because those are the biggest pain to clean. Not only that, synthetic hair brushes and beauty blenders. Beauty blenders is another thing with just my hand just kind of like swirling it around. I don't even know how beauty blender. I feel like with just my hand it doesn't do the job. I feel like you're just adding soap and squeezing and trying to do something. But with this, it kind of has the ridge and I really do feel like, alright, that's clean. Because without it, I'm just like, I don't know how clean it is. So yes, I do think this is worth the price. $8, you really don't need more than this. If you have just one brush at a time, with my little eye brushes, I'll do 2 or 3 at a time because that's how I normally do it anyway, and that's perfect. For face brushes, this is all the amount of space you might need. If anything, I wish they had a larger space for these little rich things, but I'll live. I'm not going to be that much of a diva. I'll live. But I think, honestly, for $8, I mean, that's lunch. That's a, you know, lip gloss. That's a lipstick. That's a mascara. So, I mean, ditch that and buy this instead for that month. I mean, you know, if you don't buy makeup that often like me. But honestly, I think it's worth it. I'll link it down below, brushdeck.com. It's not a necessity, not like you're gonna die without it, but I think this is a great addition, especially if you have a lot of makeup brushes, and you get a lot of makeup brushes, so that way you don't have to clean them right away and you can just switch off to your next round of brushes. But then when it comes to that dreaded brush cleaning day, it really does help you cut the time in half, and for those synthetic brushes, this is a godsend. So I hope you guys enjoyed just this quick little mini review and demo of the product. I think this is really inexpensive, something you should definitely pick up. I'm definitely glad I did. I'm not going to dread too much cleaning my makeup brushes. Definitely going to help me out. So make sure to subscribe to keep up with some more videos. Comment down below what other items you might want to see in action, you know, hear my thoughts about, and I'll see you guys next time.